Hi everyone, number one Marmaduke fan here. I'm going to review Unit 44, Issue 1 and 2 together. One of my criticisms of this series so far is it's a bit slow to the punch, I think. Like, if I see an alien grabbing the agents on the front cover, I kind of want to see an alien grabbing some agents at some point. And the comedy style, the comedy style of it has a good premise. It's what if there was an Area 51 and secret government agents, but they were just inept bureaucrats, and it wasn't super mysterious and edgy. So these inept government agents, they accidentally forget to pay the rent on a storage unit full of mysterious alien artifacts, and the alien artifacts get hawked off to a couple hillbillies, and the two agents have to go and get it, which I think is a great setup. It's a the joke of it is mysterious aliens, evil, shadowy. What does Trump call them? The swamp government agents doing shadowy secret things, but they're really idiots. The art style reminds me of Penny Arcade a bit, with like that big over the top hairdo. The art style is a fun, solidly constructed cartoon style. The characters look like fun cartoon characters. They're all distinct. The problem with it is it's sort of that classic problem that your boy Zach is always talking about. You need more up angles, you need more down angles, you need more sideways, up loop-de-loo angles. You need some more variety than a lot of straight-on shots. And something I've been thinking about a lot is Tintin and how I love Hergé's art style. And Hergé has a lot of really simple compositions. It's usually like box, 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 and very simple layouts. And I think what Tintin makes work is because it's so consistently just like, straightforward, that you stop thinking about it as a comic page. You start thinking about each panel as an individual little painting, and then each individual little painting is detailed and has very fluid, clean line work. I think that Ed Jimenez does have a clean, solid style. I just think that, I don't know, maybe it's a matter of like you can go in one direction or you can go another direction, but if you try to split the baby, it's not exactly working. So sometimes he'll have like the really straightforward panels, but then sometimes he'll do some like, circle panels and this kind of panel, that kind of panel, and a diagonal panel. And I just wish it'd stick in one direction, either kind of like the really down to earth, really bare bones, Carl Barks Hergé style, where I'm just focusing on the beautiful drawings in every panel, or a bit more of a crazy over the top style where they're like bursting through windows and we're seeing like extreme high angles, extreme low angles. But I feel like by kind of like going down the middle of the path, I'm neither enjoying it as like really beautiful, simple, elegant illustration or as like an exciting adventure comic. Now that's all pretty rough. Why did I mark this? This is a good little gag. I actually missed this the first time, and I laughed the second time I noticed it. They walk by this old duffer reading the newspaper, and he's also on the wanted poster because they're inept. I like those kind of gags. Maybe from a writing perspective, the problem for Wes Loker is a lot of talky gags, like talky, 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 and sometimes a lot of build-up for a punchline. I like the setup of a big, strong guy and a little skinny guy who have to get the thing, and then they get in trouble trying to get the thing, and they're not that smart. And then the two hillbillies they're chasing after, well, they're not that smart either, right? That's a great setup for some comedy. I feel like long dialogue sequences to get to a gag distract from that. So I've been pretty rough with this so far. What I gotta say is I do enjoy the cartoon style. I think that you can't like understate the importance of really, solidly constructed faces and characters where you can kind of like tell who everybody is instantly. Every character has a different face and body type. They run a whole range of expressions from like grouchy to happy. So that's like a good like fundamental basis. I also like these pages where they do like the flashback and they showed everything in black and white. I feel like there was maybe a little bit more interesting detail work there, a bit more interesting use of black and white, light and shadow. So maybe I don't know, maybe Jimenez is kind of like improving as he goes and trying out some more creative layouts and compositions. But you can even see it here, straight on, straight on, straight on, straight on. So. Oh, and this girl was really cute. I want to find a picture of her because she was a little cutie patootie, right? So, kind of like let's have a circle panel in the middle and a cross thing going out. All right, kind of interesting, breaks it up. And she's a, cutie patootie. She's really solidly constructed, kind of memorable and fun. But I I don't know. So you can see the same thing. Straight on, 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 straight on. Maybe like slightly pulled back and slightly up there, but I want extremes. Or maybe the whole point of the thesis of this video is go in one direction. So maybe the other direction would have been elegant simplicity, like old school newspaper strip, adventure story style. Panel, box, 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 straight on, straight on, straight on, straight on, straight on, straight on. But then get it moving. So like if you look at any page of a Tintin comic, things are happening. Like he's running in, he's grabbing the gun, the man's punching him and knocking him with the gun, he's wrestling around, Snowy grabs the gun and brings it over to Tintin. Things are hopping in those Tintin comics. So you worry less about like, oh, are the panel compositions crazy? Because you're just getting into the rush of the adventure. So that would be a critique of Loacher is I want a bit more rush of an adventure. I want you to get to the point. I want you to make it happen. Now, it's alternate comics, and I paid about 60 cents a book on this. So how can I be mad at 60 cents a book? You absolutely should support alternate comics. You should buy big boxes of their books because you can't feel bad after paying 60 cents to read these. I don't think I'd pay more than $2 for these at 60 cents. I was happy with my buy. I'll see. I love Alterna so much. This is a good example of how the brand of the company can help the creators out. So if I just saw this and it was, I don't know, Black Label Comics, I don't know if I'd be that invested, but because I care about the Alterna brand and I want to support the Alterna brand, this is an example of a type of book I'd give it a shot and I'd keep reading it because I appreciate that they're publishing comics with Alterna and I want Alterna to do well. And I want the comic book shops that carry Alterna to do well. Not entirely happy with it so far, but I will look for more of it, and I'll look for more opportunities to support Alterna and support this series. Maybe if I can find it at a comic book shop or something. Yeah, to sort of a lukewarm. If you can find it for cheap, if you can get a big box of Alterna comics and these come with it, yeah, go ahead. Nothing really inappropriate. It's rated T. I guess there's a few like threats of bad things happening and a few little fighty action sequences. My constructive critique to the writer especially is get it hopping. Like let's get out of the let's go find the hillbillies at the thrift store stuff. Like all of that could have been like they just show up at the hillbillies house and then they take them to the government and they explain the aliens all in the first issue and then have like a giant alien monster burst out. It'd be even better if like the alien monster burst out and they fought each other for a few minutes all in the first issue, but at least get the alien monster at the end for the stinger for the next issue. Speed it up. Gets them things hopping. Have the comedy come from them being in these ridiculous over-the-top situations and not just the back and forth between the two. So I think that's it. We don't need to go to 10 minutes. The YouTube algorithm gods me like 10-minute videos, but I don't need to please them. I'm number one Marmaduke fan. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell to receive notifications. If you like this video and you want to support this channel, check out my Subscribe Star, the better alternative to Patreon. I love all my subscribers. I love you guys. I'll catch you later.